sana, tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. There is a viral video of Naivasha Member of Parliament, Jane Kihara. Jane Kihara is a very, very close William Ruto ally and a Tanga member. So about 3 days ago, Jane Kihara gave out some speech or rather some utterances that a majority of Kenyans felt was some kind of an insult. Some kind of an insult. So today in this video right now, I want us to have a look at that video of Jane Kihara, after which, as usual in this YouTube channel, we are going to dissect it and see exactly what it means politically. We are going to see what it means politically. So let's have a look at the video and then we see what this lady is saying. Yes. From that short clip, Jane Kihara, Naivasha Member of Parliament, is just reminding Kenyans of what transpired in 2007. What she does not know is that anytime she talks about 2007, the person who carries the biggest blame is none other than William Samoei Ruto. That's one thing maybe Jane Kihara does not know. Yes. You know, when you are living in a glass window, you should not throw stones. Yes. So what does this mean politically? What does it mean politically? The first thing that comes out clearly from that short clip is that Jane Kihara has no political agenda at all. She is trying to bring back the old and tired narrative that used to revolve around a Raila phobia. In the past, you just had to abuse Raila for you to be elected in some parts of Mount Kenya. So because the Raila phobia is dying out, is fading out, they are left disparate. They are left with nothing to tell the masses. And that's why she's going to an extreme length to lie in broad daylight and to bring back those old memories. And from what she's saying, you will largely agree with me that she's lying. She's lying in broad daylight to insinuate that some people are still occupying others' houses up to today. That's largely a lie. So you can see the kind of desperation in the Tanga team. The second thing that comes out from that clip is that Tangas are enemy of unity. They thrive in confusion, chaos, and hatred. When there is some kind of tranquility, some kind of peace, then they are thrown off balance. They want to create some kind of an imaginary tension and confusion for them to thrive politically. Yes. They only thrive when there is hatred and confusion. That comes out also very, very clearly. Yes. And then thirdly, the third thing is that the same people, the same Tanga, they are now just exposing themselves as to why they never wanted the handshake. You know, when the handshake started, I tend to believe that Tanga, with their leadership, they had now known that their politics is now becoming moribund. It was just a matter of time before their politics came to an abrupt end. And that's why largely they were fighting the handshake to sustain the kind of hatred that had always existed. And largely, if you've been following William Ruto's politics keenly, William Ruto has been very consistent on attacking Raila Odinga and fighting the handshake. Because he knows that the handshake brings some kind of tranquility, or rather some kind of peace. And in the event that peace is there, or rather there is an environment of peace, then William Ruto's politics is null and void. So it also just exposes why these people were actually against the handshake. They wanted the hatred to continue. Because without the hatred, then they have no political agenda to sell to their people. Yes. And then fourthly, something also that comes out That utterance exposes Ruto as the Lord of impunity, somebody who thrives in chaos, confusion, and hatred, birds of the same feather. For Jane Kihara to state what she's saying in front of William Ruto, and William Ruto has no issue with that, is a confirmation that either William Ruto supports what that MP is saying, or William Ruto is also part and parcel of that kind of hatred. She is also part and parcel of it. She is supporting that. Because largely I believe Jane Kihara, being a William Ruto supporter, I know largely she might say she's most likely to say what might please William Ruto. I know she cannot say something that she knows will annoy William Ruto. So for her to come out that boldly to state that, it just means that she has already studied William Ruto and she knows what will please and annoy William Ruto. William Ruto loves such kind of hate speech. Yes. Another thing that comes out from that speech, or rather that clip, is how our politicians take Kenyans to be. Some of these politicians Kenyans elect, they assume that Kenyans are very stupid and very naive to see for themselves a lie from a truth. Because I just don't expect any sane Kenyan to take that speech or have that utterance seriously. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. So it also just exposes some of these leaders, the kind of opinion they have about Kenyans. Some assume that Kenyans are very stupid and very naive. And also on the same point, the mere fact that she can talk that way, and then Kenyans give her a ear, it also just actually exposes again that some Kenyans are also gullible and naive to believe such kind of lies. It also just exposes that again. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, from where I sit, as somebody who has been keenly studying William Ruto's politics and the Tanga team, I strongly believe that William Ruto and his Tanga leaders, they represent the bad past that has characterized our politics in this country since independence. Our politics largely has revolved around corruption, ethnic profiling, ethnic hatred, and such bad kind of politics. From this kind of utterances, it exposes Ruto and his team as people who represent the bad politics that Kenyans are actually trying to run away from. That one comes out very, very clearly. And then secondly, again, I tend to believe, ladies and gentlemen, that birds of the same feather flock together. William Ruto seems to be enjoying what Jane Kihara was actually saying, because William Ruto is seated there right in front of the lady, and the lady is talking without a blink of an eye. An indication that William Ruto is enjoying what she's saying. Personally, I consider that as a hate speech. Therefore, Mr. Matiang'i, or rather Fred Matiang'i, should actually crack the whip. Leaders such as these should actually be reprimanded. They should be arrested and they should be behind bars. These are not leaders, but hate mongers. These are hate mongers, yes. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, if in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. To those who are watching us outside Kenya for the very, very first time, if you are watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Drop a comment, please. To our fans in this YouTube channel, I'm very, very much humbled with the kind of support you are giving me here. We have hit the 13,000 subscribers mark. That's largely because of your continued support by constantly giving our videos likes and also by constantly dropping your comments. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana ye.